Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to be making Taco Bell, my version, and this is a really delicious lunch idea or a snack, and it's very easy to make. So let's begin. So here I have 600 grams of mince. I've used lamb and beef mince, but you can use lamb or beef or even chicken mince. It's entirely up to you. So we have 600 grams of lamb mince here. In this, I'm going to add about half to 1 teaspoon of salt, depending on your preference. I've added about half a teaspoon of salt there, and just a sprinkling of black pepper. Right, give that a mix. And then we're going to cook this mince. So I have the pan on a medium heat, like this. And you're just going to put your mince in and cook it up. Actually, put it on a high heat. Right. So to this mince we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So one or two, it's entirely up to you. I'm adding 2. So we're just going to fry it lightly in the oil. Okay, so it's been about a minute or two, and you can see that the mince is turning white, but it still has some pink in it, so it's still raw. To this we're going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic granules. And you can also add a teaspoon of onion granules. This is how it looks after 5 minutes. You can see that the mince has all turned white now. So we need to cook it, I think, 5 more minutes. Just leave it cooking on a high heat. And occasionally give it a mix so that it doesn't stick. Guys, so it's been 10 minutes cooking, and I've noticed that it's starting to slightly stick and the mince is going brown. The color has slightly changed. So what I'm going to do now is add 2 tablespoons of water. 2 or 3 tablespoons of water. And you're going to put it on low heat because we don't want it to burn. So put it right down onto low heat, and we're going to cook that for a further 10 minutes. With the lid on. Just make sure you keep checking it so that it's not burning at the bottom of the pan. So give it an occasional mix and just check. So leave that there for 10 minutes. Hi guys, so let's check. It's been 20 minutes and we're just going to check if our mince is cooked. I mean, if you're using chicken mince, it will cook faster, so you just need to check yourselves how long it's going to take to cook. Just make sure your mince is fully cooked. This is beef and lamb mince, so mine's took 20 minutes. Just have a taste of that to make sure it's cooked. It should be soft. Yeah, that's fine, that's cooked. So we'll leave the mince to the side and we'll get the rest of the ingredients ready. Okay, hi guys, so now we're going to assemble our Taco Bell. So what you need are these wheat and white wraps I buy from Asda, actually, these ones. 8 wheat and white wraps. These are really good because they're 50-50, so it's healthier. You can use any kind of wraps, even white ones or whole wheat ones. So you would buy this size, large size, and also you can get mini wraps as well. So I would buy a pack of mini wraps too. Or if you don't have the mini wraps, you can just you can trim away the larger wrap to make a smaller one like this. So essentially this is what you need: one normal wrap and one slightly smaller wrap like this, which I trimmed. So let's start to assemble it now. So first in this, we're going to add our mince. So we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of mince, like so. I think I'll add 3 tablespoons. Then we're going to add our cheese slice. So I have these cheesy singles. So just put a cheese slice over the mince. Next we're going to add our lettuce. So I have here some lettuce which I've chopped finely. So add a little bit of lettuce, however much you fancy. Okay, there goes our lettuce. And then we're going to add tomatoes. So these are my baby plum tomatoes, which I love. I've just sliced them in half long ways and you just pop them on top. You can have however many or how little you like, it's entirely up to you. And on top of that, we're going to use our sauces. So I have here mayonnaise, barbecue sauce and ketchup. So let's start with our mayo. So drizzle that all over. And then we have ketchup and drizzle some over. And you can add however much or how little you like, but we like a lot of sauces. So, and there's our barbecue sauce. We'll just do a little bit. Right, then we're going to cover this with grated cheese. So this is grated cheddar cheese. You can use any cheese you like. Right, so sprinkle that on. And then we're going to place our smaller wrap on top of this and just press it down a little bit. And then I'm going to brush over some water around the edges of the larger wrap. So in a cup, take some water and use your brush and brush around the larger wrap at the bottom, because we're going to essentially seal it now. Right, not too much, just a little. Now what you're going to do very carefully is press down and fold the larger wrap over the smaller wrap. Now this is a little bit tricky, but just make sure you try and not have any gaps, because otherwise the contents will leak out. So just do your best to try and cover the wrap up over the smaller wrap. There we go. Don't worry if it breaks, don't worry. You can just patch it up again with your fingers and press it down. Right, so use a little bit of water again and try to just seal it down. Now in our pan, we have a pan here. So in our pan, we're going to put our wrap in with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So keep the pan on low heat, like this, and just heat up this oil a little bit for about a minute. Okay, my wrap has opened up, but we can close it again, it's okay. So now you're going to place your wrap face down onto your pan. Tuck in any edges. Just make sure the oil is hot. And we're going to cook it there. on a medium heat. Just press it down. It's hot, so just be careful. So just gently use your hands and turn it around. Now this is done with trial and error because we're not sure how long it will take the bottom to cook. So you're just going to have to guess. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over after about 20 seconds. So I have a plate here and I'm going to put the plate over it and I'm going to turn it. And then I'm going to put it back into the pan, like so. Just press down on the edges that might have come up with your spatula. That's it. And we're going to cook the other side. You can add a little bit of oil on the other side too, or you can just leave it. But I like to add a little bit of oil because it gives a nice crispy crunchiness to the Taco Bell. Right, so we've still got our medium heat. If you're not very sure how to make it or you're making it for the first time, just keep your heat low so that you can get the hang of making this. So leave it on there for about 15-20 seconds on a medium-ish heat like this. And we're going to cook the other side. I would just press down the edges like this very gently, the ones that have come up, just to keep them pressed down. Actually, I'm turning it up. Yeah, it's medium heat. Okay, so we're going to turn it over again. So put a plate, not completely flat plate, it's this kind of plate, over it. Turn it over and then put it back on to your pan. You can keep doing this until you like the color of your Taco Bell wrap. Right, this is really nicely brown now. So this side is ready. We're just waiting for the underside to get cooked up a little bit. So when it goes brown like this, it becomes nice and crispy as well, crispy and crunchy. Oh, and I forgot, you can also add Doritos in here before you cover the wrap up with the smaller wrap. So Doritos will, or any kind of crisps, will add a crunch to your Taco Bell. Any kind of tortillas you can add in there a few. It'll give a nice crunchiness. Okay, so we're going to turn it over again in our plate. I find this method very easy, but you need practice. Oh yes, look at that. That looks absolutely delicious. Now we're going to turn it off. Okay guys, so I've turned it over again because we're going to put it in our plate, and this side looks much better than the other one. Right, so let's give this a cut. So cut it through the middle. Be careful, it's hot. Oh, that looks yummy. There we go. And here is your Taco Bell. Look how yummy that looks on the inside. And it's ready. Enjoy with a knife and fork. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.